He is an immortal icon of the Old West, whose short life was full of violence and adventure. Today, we will be learning about Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid was born to an Irish mother and an unknown father in New York City in 1859, and given the name Henry McCarty. Billy and his mother would eventually move west to Lincoln County, New Mexico on the wagon trail. His mother would die of tuberculosis, and Billy would take up work as a ranch hand and guard for English rancher John Tunstall. In the county of Lincoln, there was a rival cattle company owned by Lawrence Murphy and James Dolan that was extremely corrupt and looking to maintain their monopoly on cattle by any means necessary. Sheriff William Brady, who was in the pocket of Murphy and Dolan, raised a posse and killed John Tunstall, who was not only Billy's boss, but a father figure of sorts to Billy. Billy, as you can imagine, was mad about John being murdered, and he and the other Tunstall ranch hands plotted revenge. Billy the Kid gunned down Sheriff Brady one day as he walked through town. Billy used a Model 73 Winchester rifle that was a gift from John Tunstall to kill Brady. Following the killing of Sheriff Brady, battles between the Murphy-Dolan faction and Billy's allies continued. The series of clashes came to be known as the Lincoln County War. The war ended with a final dramatic shootout between the two sides at Alexander McSween's house, John Tunstall's lawyer, in the town of Lincoln. Billy the Kid escaped and began rustling cattle for money. Billy was tired of being a fugitive and sought out a deal with the governor of New Mexico. The deal was that Billy would testify against the Murphy-Dolan Company in exchange for a pardon. Billy lived up to his side of the deal, but the governor did not, so Billy was a fugitive yet again. The new Lincoln County Sheriff, Pat Garrett, went after Billy the Kid and caught him. Billy was sentenced to death for killing Sheriff Brady. While awaiting the gallows, Billy the Kid slipped out of his shackles, killed two of the men guarding him, and escaped. Billy must have thought he was invincible. When Pat Garrett heard that Billy had escaped, he knew the only way to stop the kid was to kill him. Billy had a girlfriend, a 16-year-old named Pauletta Maxwell. Her brother, disapproving of the relationship, decided to collaborate with Pat Garrett to kill Billy the Kid. One night, Pat Garrett, with two deputies, went to the home of Pete Maxwell, Pauletta's brother, looking for Billy. Garrett left his two deputies on the porch, and Garrett went inside to ask if Billy was around. Pete, still in bed, said that Billy was there at one point, but wasn't there at the moment. Suddenly, Billy entered the pitch-black room. Maxwell told Garrett, "It's him," and Garrett fired at the silhouette twice, hitting Billy twice in the chest, killing the American icon at just 21 years old. Thank you for using your valuable time to watch this video. If you are interested in historical content, please consider subscribing.